Hello baby girls and welcome to a new video. Hey, we are in Greece. This is my annual little Greece vlog. I always do one of these and I read a bunch. So I actually kind of checked the last 2 years. I didn't read as much as I did. A lot of the times I did read about a book a day, but apparently I didn't. But that is the goal for this holiday. So we arrived yesterday. I didn't read anything because we arrived earlier than I thought, but I had like 2 hours of sleep, so I kept just napping and just laying down. But today I have started a book, The Villa by Jess Ryder. Also, I didn't bring any physical books, so I didn't do that last year either. So I have about like 20 books in my summer to-year this month, and I kind of want to get through all of them in Greece because we're here for I think like 17 days, and I just want to get about a book done per day. So some of them are on my summer to-year, but they're not like super summery. Like I have some Elsie Silver books and I can read them at any point in the year really, but it would be nice to get them done. But yeah, so I started The Villa today and I'm really enjoying this. This is about 5 friends and they all went to a hen party. One of them ends up dying and then they come back 3 years later. It's kind of like a past and present thing. I mean, I want to finish this today. It's currently 3:16. We're gonna have a little bit of food right now. That's why I'm actually dressed. What we tend to do is we come back, lay down for a little bit, and then we get ready for dinner, but I'm probably just going to lay back outside and try to get as much of this done. And just in the bits where we're not doing anything, I mean 99% of the time we are just laying by the pool and reading. So I have to go, but I thought I'd just start this video so it's all started. I'll try. The last couple of years I didn't really film much of Greece or off the island, but I'm going to try to film a little bit more, also film a little bit more outside, even if it's just like some clips, a little aesthetic montage, but I'll try my best. Also, what do we think of the nails? And then this is my thumb. Yeah. And maybe I'll do some fit checks, some little bikini checks. Now I'm wearing this little really cute top and this long skirt, and I changed my belly button piercing to this adorable little blue one. I'm feeling all the summer vibes. I can't wait to keep going. Hey guys, have I? There's later. It looks like it's like deep at night, but it's not. I promise. It's currently 7:15 p.m. I just got to 50%. I just went back inside because we went to this little restaurant where I was reading, but my phone was dying and we were still like gonna be there for a while, so I went back to the hotel, grabbed my charger. I also desperately need to brush my hair. This is actually violating. 50% in, and it's really one of those books where you're like, I don't know who to believe. It's definitely, I definitely don't like a lot of people. Well, there's just this one bitch that I really don't like, and I'm a little bit like, I feel average about majority of the characters, but one of them I do like, and it's just like, there's so much going on, so many different stories, so you really don't know who to believe and who to trust and who's telling the truth. But yeah, they're just back at this island trying to find out the truth, and it's so complicated, but I'm just having fun getting to know all the characters and just being with all the characters. Yeah, because it's not very fast-paced or thrilling or exciting in that way. It's not very plot driven, it's very character driven. I'm quite curious to see what actually happened, but also just know on this holiday I don't want to read any masterpieces. I don't like, it's nice. I have had a couple of 5 stars throughout, you know, my summer holidays the last couple of years, but, you know, I'm not going into any of these books expecting a 5-star read, okay? So it might be a pleasant surprise, but that's, I don't know, I just think it's kind of stupid to try and expect that. So I'll just update you from my phone if I have anything else to say. My tan is going pretty well. Like, I don't know how tan I look on screen because I'm usually quite pale anyway, but let me show you. That's the tan we're working with. I just realized my mic wasn't even on. I'm so sorry. Also, just do tanning updates, still wearing the same thing. But yeah, I probably won't speak to you again until tomorrow unless it's on my phone. So let's go. See ya. Hey guys, it is the next day. It looks like it's the crack of dawn. It's not. My parents just like to keep everything closed during the day. I thought we'd do a little fit check because also I realized that my entire fit is from Primark. Budget holiday fit in case any of you still need to find one. I'm wearing these like little shorts from Primark. It's like a pack and you get 2 for I think €7. Nothing. This is their staple tank top. Cost me €2. And then the bikini shorts that I'm wearing are these like, they're matching to my bikini top. but they're really cute. Those were €3, and then this is the bikini top. Sorry, I feel like I'm like this is illegal, but it's not. But yeah, and the pineapples for Psych, obviously, that was also €3, so the whole bikini was $6. And then my little slides that I'm wearing, these are also from Primark, and these were €6. So I don't know how much that is, but pretty solid fit if you ask me. I still have to do some of my skincare, so I thought I'd just talk to you guys while I'm doing that. So I got to like 60%, I would say, of the villa last night, so I didn't get as far as I wanted to because I did want to like finish it, obviously. It was just, I was super tired. Then I showered and I got to bed, and all I wanted to do was just watch some TikToks. So, but today's a new day. We're gonna go to the supermarket in a few. So obviously I'll be starting my day a little bit later than I usually would, because usually I'd be in the pool right now. Well, not in the pool, but by the pool. You know, I'll still be going out getting a little bit of a tab. Obviously I can't read, but the second we get back, I'll be out there. And then I do have a few books on my summer to be read that aren't very long. I know I have one that's literally like 260 pages, so I might then read that, so because then I definitely know I can finish everything, because I have about 150 pages left of the villa, and then if I read like 260, that's like 400 pages. That's totally doable. Last night though, there was this, like, while I was sitting outside, there was this massive, not plot twist, but like the plot really finally like got a little going, because as I said, it was very character driven, and now the more actual like plot storyline was moving on, because I was kind of confused on like where this was gonna go. Again, then it was also like, oh, this is crazy, and then it was like, no, I think this is meant for me, not for you. And then I was like, why do we need to make everything so confusing? Because like I still don't really know what's gonna go on, or it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys! I finished the villa, and I didn't read anything after that. I finished it quite late into the afternoon because I spent like an hour into the pool, and then we went for lunch, and I only got to the pool around 12 p.m. because we went to the grocery store. We found my tanning oil, yeah, and I think it worked really well. So I'm debating between a few different books, so either Pretty Guilty Woman, or Every Value Break, or One Perfect Couple. So I quickly changed the scenery and I put this on. I know this barely does anything, but it makes me feel a little bit better. I'm debating between these three books because One Perfect Couple, I'm super excited for, right? And it's also kind of similar to a book I read last year, which was also called The Villa. It's a reality TV show. It's kind of like Love Island, but with thriller, and it takes a drastic turn. And I'm pretty sure they were all on like this island, and then the lights go out, and it's like, what's going on? Like, I was here to find love. And then what I know about Pretty Guilty Woman is that it's a group of women, and they go to this spa resort. I don't know if it's like a hen party or just like a girls' holiday, and somebody ends up dying at their hotel. And what was the other one? Every Value Break. That is the super short one I was talking about yesterday. That's how I like could like kind of progress quicker, but like I'm not really in the mood for that. It is about, yeah, it's like a couple, they go on their honeymoon, and then like I think secrets come out or something. If I had to choose right now in this exact moment, I'd go for Pretty Guilty Woman, because that sounds really good, and I'm pretty sure that's also not very long, because I do know that One Perfect Couple is about 400 pages long, and I'm just not in the mood for that. Also because I would like to kind of get back on track, maybe read 2 books today, which sounds insane, but it's only 10:35 and we don't really have a plan for today. We're gonna actually take it quite slow today. I know I have an inkling for where we're gonna have dinner tonight, but it's not too far away either, and I'm not gonna like really dress up because I dressed up yesterday. Like I'll dress up, but I don't know if I'll do my makeup because 9 out of 10 times I can't really be bothered. And also I'm not a big fan of putting makeup on my face every single day because I just don't think that that's great for you. I do have like a bunch of other books. Like I have 20 books on my summer TBR. As I said, I do have a lot of other books that do intrigue me that I might pick up after this, because for example, one of them, I read another book by that author last year, and the writing was just like, it took me a while to get into, and I'm not in the mood for that. Ooh, now I'm unsure, because now I'm not sure if I should read something by an author that I know, because like the writing will be good. I also still have When in Rome by Sarah Adams, which is like under 300 pages too, so otherwise I could maybe read that also today, like later. Not now. I'm not in the mood for a romance right now. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stick with Pretty Guilty Woman, and if I'm not in the mood for that, I'll either dip into Every Value Break or One Perfect Couple, because as I said, Every Value Break has 259 pages, so that's like actually nothing. I'll see when I get by the pool, and you'll see. Don't worry, guys. Okay, bye. Sorry. Hey guys, I am back It looks like it's laid out. It's not. It's currently 3:25. Okay, so I read like the first 5 pages of Pretty Guilty Woman, and I was like, let me see the vibes of every value break. It's like solid. Let me do that. So I'm reading, and I'm like, okay, I've read quite a bit. Like, when is it gonna pick up? I check. I've only read like 30-40 pages. I'm like, oh, you know, I'll keep going. I'm not really that far. And then I check the page count again. I'm still not that far. And I'm just getting pissed off at this point. And I'm now at like almost 100 pages, and I feel like, okay, things have started to pick up, but it feels like I've read so much more than 100 pages. I feel like those first 70 pages were so dragged out and were so slow. I do think it's kind of like starting to pick up now, and we're starting to understand where the story is going. It's not my favorite by him. I've read almost all his books, and this is not really, so far it's not really up there. And I'm kind of upset because I thought this was going to be a summary book because they were going on a honeymoon, but they're going to a honeymoon. They're on a honeymoon in this random cabin somewhere. I mean, I could have gotten that from the cover, because the cover on my Kindle, like one of the covers looks more like cabin-y and the other one looks more summery. I'm pretty sure it's still like summery, but it's just like you're in a cabin in the middle of the woods. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to keep reading and I'll see. Because like now I have like 150 pages left, so I might as well, since it's such a short book. Let me see how many pages it has exactly. Yeah, so it has 255 pages exactly, and I'm now on page 97. My parents went out. I wanted to sit outside for longer, but the same screaming children from yesterday are back. They're back. And also last year there was this group of kids, well, this group of Australians to be exact, with a bunch of it was like a massive family, and they're back. And I was really hoping that today they'd go somewhere else and not bother us. But we actually, it was so bad that I was gonna say something, and my mom said something to the hotel staff, and they said something. But I was literally, because I wanted to go into the pool, and they were taking up the entire pool. They were screaming, they were splashing. Like, I was sitting, obviously, and I get splashed while I'm not in the pool. And I'm like, bae, you're making my stuff wet. One of these kids is like old enough to fully understand this. So I'm like, and she was almost the worst one. So I'm like, hey, what? Babe. Like, I also was talking to my mom, if I was bathing like this in the pool, you would be like getting me out and putting me in the room. Or like at least getting me out and like not making me go into the pool for the rest of the day, if not tomorrow. They just have no manners. Zero. Also, the whole parents and the entire family, I feel like, have like no manners. And I'm just thinking, that's insane. That's so insane. So I was going insane, obviously, so I just had to go back inside. My parents went for a little bite to eat and a little bite to drink. I will join them, but I don't know if I'll join them just now. Just yet. This book is, I want to finish it today, but I'm kind of bored. And like, what do you mean it's 3:30? I literally started reading at like 11:30, 11:45. And I've read so little. And I was in the pool for like, what, an hour and 15? But like the rest of the time, I had like enough to basically finish this book. I don't know what's going on with me. Hey. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday today. Full day number 4, I believe. And I did just finish Every Value Break. Anyway, that was a weird fucking book, let me tell you. I don't fully know how to feel about that one. It was super slow up until like 55%, and then it went at like a rapid pace. But then it was kind of weird and kind of freaky. Then all of a sudden it was a little bit anticlimactic, like, oh, okay. Like, I thought they were gonna go do that, and then they didn't, and I was like, oh. Not my fave by him. Definitely not what I recommend it. Probably not either. I just didn't think it was worth my time. I feel like this could have been like a short story or a novella, and then it would have been really good. I just didn't think it needed a full novel. I do know what I'm in the mood for. I still want to go for a thriller. It's gonna be a problem when I've read all the thrillers, and then I'm like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go do romance now. I want to go for something very typical beach read. So, bunch of women, something goes wrong, like The Villa. I want something like that again, because that was a lot of fun. So we have One Perfect Couple, which I'm very excited for, but it's more like a Love Island gone wrong rather than a group of women going on a trip or something. I have The Surf House, but that's an individual woman going on a trip, I'm pretty sure. No Escape is also single woman going on a trip. We have another honeymoon one, but I don't want another honeymoon one after that one. I just don't. Pretty Guilty Woman, and I did read the first 3 pages, but I didn't really like the first 3 pages. Probably because I only read the first 3 pages. I think I might try Pretty Guilty Woman again, because I did really only read like the prologue, if it even was the prologue. And otherwise, I'll probably start One Perfect Couple, because that's the one I'm like most excited for. And I know it's like more Love Island gone wrong, but it says 5 beautiful couples, one deadly game, who will escape alive. As a reality TV show. When a huge tropical storm cuts them off of everything, it's terrifying. It says 10 islanders. Yeah, deadly game. Are you a survivor or traitor? Why are they trying to mix like 14 different UK shows? I'm excited for that one too. But it is 400 pages and I don't know how long. I think Pretty Guilty Woman is like 300 something, but it is only 12:30, so I still have almost the entire day. But I'm gonna obviously try to get a book done because we need to catch up. We're on day 4 and only read 2 books. And because my boyfriend is arriving on Saturday and I know when he arrives I'm gonna be reading so much less because he's gonna distract me and he's gonna be like, Sophia, do you want to go on the pool? And I'll be like, yeah. Make him sound like a child. He's not a child. He's actually a year older than me. But you know what boys are like. I'm excited to keep reading. I hope Pretty Guilty Woman. It's good. It just started off weird because it started off with like an elderly lady saying that she's guilty of killing someone. And then I was like, I thought this was going to be about a group of young women. That's what I want. I want a group of young women. You know what? We'll see. I'll start it and I'll see what I feel and I'll let you know. Good morning, and good morning. It's the next day. Yesterday, I literally did not have another opportunity to film, and I have started Pretty Guilty Woman, but basically what happened yesterday, I started it, and then I took a little bit of a break. I went into the pool. I took a little bit of a break, and then I was overhearing my dad on the phone, and apparently one of my dogs wasn't doing too well, so my dogs one of them is turning 9, and the other one I think is turning like 13, 14, like something insane, and like literally next month as well. And he's old. He's had a lot of problems with his back. He was walking again. He had this one really big kind of operation a few years ago, and he was kind of walking the same way he did right before we had to, you know, do that. So we got a little bit scared, but we were so lucky that one of our friends noticed it, and she also took him to the vet, and the vet was like, it's more just like he has a pain in his foot rather than anything being wrong with like his bones or anything. It's more like if I had like a pain on my toe rather than me breaking my ankle, you know. So they gave him some painkillers and he's already doing a lot better. He's walking better, he's standing better, he's just, everything seems to be okay. But I couldn't really focus. So I did read a little bit to try to distract myself, but then I went into the pool for like an hour and a half with my dad. We were just playing ball, talking, because I don't know, I just couldn't really focus. And after that I was super exhausted and kind of out of it until we heard something back, and then I was okay. But then we were already like deciding, you know, we're gonna go out soon, and I got ready. Today we actually went for breakfast even earlier because we all woke up a little bit earlier. So it's 10:19. I don't have to do anything anymore. I just have to lay down. So we're gonna continue Pretty Guilty Woman. I'm enjoying it. What I have realized, I think it's all older women, but that one lady is just like the outlier. It's about these 5 women, and they all said they killed this man. They all admitted that, but obviously these 5 women, that can't be true. And it's really fun because the chapters start off with a police interview, and it's like, I'm blah blah blah, I'm here because of blah blah blah, and yes, I killed this man. And then it goes into kind of their story and their travel to the wedding, because it's all about this like wedding that they were visiting. Then they did that for all the characters, and that's kind of, I've just kind of met all the characters now, and I've not really gone into the story, but I'm excited. I really like the way they presented that. But it's about one woman who, yeah, she's like 67, and then there's this other woman, and her boyfriend have been trying to get pregnant and it's not working. The other one is a mom of 3, and her husband is a little bit slow, and the other one is single and doesn't really know what to do with her life. They used to all be friends except for that one really old woman. I don't know fully how she fits in there, but we'll figure that out. The 4 of them were all friends in university, because you've met my palm pals. Meet my new one called Zoom. So obviously donkeys remind me of Greece, but yeah, so we needed him. He was kind of overpriced, but I don't care. He's now part of the family. Now I have 4. I have a pineapple, which is called Spencer for Sean Spencer of Psych. Then I have a little penguin, which kind of looks like Gus from Psych, so I named him Gus. Then I have a little ladybug, which I named Spots. And and then we have Zoom. The family is growing bigger. I can't wait to have like a whole shelf because those are so small I can take them to uni. So my dream is to have like a whole shelf. The bikini that I'm wearing today, this one, I'm just wearing this one. I wore this on day 2 as well, but I was wearing this other bikini yesterday and it was kind of uncomfortable. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back to one that I know is comfy. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope I can get really far into this. If not finish it today, we are going to go out for dinner again tonight with 2 of our friends. So it's going to be a bit more of like an actual nice dinner. So I'll again have to really get ready and do all that stuff. It's a little bit later, but I've been reading Pretty Guilty Woman and oh my god, I think I'm on like 45% and I'm flying through this bitch. I feel like this is the most I've read in like one sitting. It's like not very exciting in a way that you're like thrilled. It's not very like a thrillery book. It's just very full of drama. It's so drama-y. It's so drama-y. I love the way the chapters are divided, and you also get like the different perspectives and you get the police interviews and all that stuff. I don't know, I'm just really enjoying this book and I will 100% want to finish it today. It's currently 2:51 and we're gonna go out for a bite to eat. We're all not really hungry, but we're only gonna have dinner really late, as I said. So we decided we're just gonna have a little bit of a bite. I think I'll just have a milkshake or something. And then after that, I am really hoping I get another chance to keep reading because I want to finish this bitch. Right now, everything's just kind of up in shit. Would I say this is the best book ever written? No. Would I say it's super exciting? No. It's just filled with drama, really. But like everything's just kind of going up into shit. Like everyone's kind of unsure about their situation. And yeah, no, I'm just excited to see where this is going. In between, they're obviously trying to figure out, like in between you have these police interviews where they're trying to figure out who actually killed the man. And I definitely wouldn't say that this is a thriller or that this is more, like I'd say this is more like women's fiction. Or just like, yeah, it's just your average fiction book. It's just a bit of drama. I also, in these next couple of days, have to read my book club pick. why am I always the last one to read my own book club picks? It's so bad. I think maybe I should pick that up tomorrow because that's like the last day I have before my boyfriend gets here. And otherwise, all of a sudden, it'll be 1st of July and I haven't read that. So, yeah. The town is developing well. I am just this little bit scared that my back is a completely different color. And I asked my mom and she was like, yeah, I mean, from far away, like it does look a little bit like a different color, but I only noticed because he said. Okay, time to go. Bye. Let's do a quick update. I wasn't going to do an update until later, but I think it's only fair. It's currently 2 p.m. and you're probably wondering why I'm doing my daily update so fucking late. It's been a very eventful day for me. This morning, I go back into the room after breakfast. I got this new belly button piercing. I have a picture of it. It looks like this. It's super cute. And I now have changed my belly button piercing twice. One time my boyfriend helped me and the other time I did it myself. When I did it myself, it took a little bit longer because I have nails and everything and I kept slipping, but it went well. It didn't hurt. It just, and it was in. Right, okay, that sounded kind of weird. I'm like, okay, let me do that. I was first gonna put a book on my mom's e-reader for her, but I was like, my laptop's dead while it's charging. I'll just do this. Tell me why I can't get this motherfucker back in. Going out was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I tried to get that motherfucker in. It won't fucking budge. It won't fucking budge. I did everything the same that I did last time. I don't fucking understand what's fucking going on. It like gets stuck. I'm like, okay. Let me just put my old one, the red one that I had in before back in. Like, you know, that one worked. So maybe it's just like the bar. Maybe it's the piercing. Maybe it's thicker. Maybe it's weird. I don't know. Let me put it back in. Put it back in. Won't work. That won't work. And I've been trying for like 30 minutes at this point. Okay. I'm like, okay, let me just put in the one that I got it fucking pierced with. Because I know that my body didn't like get mad at that one. I check, they're all different widths. So I'm like, okay, let me put the thinnest one in because maybe, I don't know, I try the red one again. Won't fucking budge. And my mom has like said to me multiple times, if you ever have an issue, don't ask me because she doesn't like that kind of stuff. At this point, I'm asking my mom for help. Yeah, it's that bad. She can't get it in either. I tried multiple times. It won't work. We're now looking at piercing shops here. I have to take it out fully. I'm pissing myself. I'm like, what if it closes? Because it looked like it was kind of closing. Luckily, find a piercing shop. We go there. The lady's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get that back in. What do you mean? I'm laying on this table. It's hurting like a bitch. She's like, tell me if it hurts. I'm like, it's hurting, okay? She tries a few different ones. I'm like, I don't think she should be doing that, but, you know, she's the piercer. I don't know. I'm also on this fucking little island. Well, it's not little, but I'm on this island in Greece. Like, this is a random fucking back of a store. I don't know. After a good 15 minutes, I would say, she found the one that works the best. She put it back in, and I'm fine. Then she's like, yeah, babe, it's infected. That's why I wouldn't go back in. Excuse me? If you know me in my personal life, and I don't know if you've gotten this from me from my videos, I am an avid rule follower, especially when, okay, not that badly, but when it comes to like piercings and health stuff. If you, okay, I got my wisdom teeth out, right, and they were like, use this mouthwash. They never told me how long to use it, so I just used it until it was finished. Then they were like, oh, you were only supposed to use it for like 5 days, but yeah, no, you can use it for as long as you want. See, like, I'd rather, I'm an overdoer. And then, so I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, because she said, the piercer said, for the first 3 months, clean it twice a day, morning and evening. And after that, it can be more sporadically, whenever you feel it's needed, after your shower, after you feel like you've been sweating, after the gym, you know, just whenever you feel like it's needed. I did almost exactly that. I maybe stopped at like 2.5 months, and then I did it every other day. But then I still cleaned it when I felt like, ooh, this really needs a clean, right? I didn't lay on my stomach. I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. I was like literally so careful with it, just for this lady to tell me it got infected. I know that belly piercings are one of the most like infection prone ones. So are helixes. I have a helix. My helix has always been fine. I had a few piercing bumps here and there, but that was it. Like, I got over it fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Greece, and I did change it about like a few weeks before I was supposed to, but she said like it's fresh, like you shouldn't have changed it for a couple of months. I'm like, I was just not gonna say anything anyway. But obviously I've been in the sun, I've been in the heat, I've been putting on sunscreen, and I've been going into the pool, I've been sweating. And then I did realize there was this baby. Okay, this is kind of very TMI. If you don't like stories about poop, just skip to this time frame. Anyway, there was this lady, and I overheard her say that a baby had to go poo. She was running with him to the bathroom. I saw her run with him, right? I overheard her say like, yeah, I felt something warm running down my arm, and I just thought he weed. Still, why are you so relaxed about that? Anyway, apparently he was shitting all over her, and apparently there was shit all over the bathroom, in the sink. She was trying to wash it off, because apparently they didn't fucking buy swimming diapers or something, but that baby has been in the pool, so I don't want to know what that baby has done in that pool. And there's also, I just saw a kid with like a really concerning rash. Don't want to know what that's been doing. I know pools aren't like the most hygienic thing ever. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that destroy my holiday. I'm gonna one time be a rebel and go against the rules, and in a couple of days when I feel like it's been okay, I'll go into the pool, but then immediately after I'll go shower and clean it, and you know, I'll be safe. But I'm just like, I don't want to like fuck up my holiday. I am allowed to go into the ocean, but I'm not a big ocean fan, but yeah, I'll show you guys what the jewelry is now, because it's really not that bad. It's just this little one. It's just very boring. It doesn't even have a little bit of a shine. So I haven't read anything either. I didn't finish Pretty Guilty Woman last time. Since I'm going to be in the shade and not going into the pool for the rest of the day, I will probably finish it today. Horror Story 101. Hey guys, I hope you can hear and see me well. So I'm obviously in a different room. My boyfriend arrived 2 days ago. Today is Monday. We have a week left until I'm back home. I haven't really been reading a lot these last couple of days. I'm still on Pretty Guilty Woman, but basically what happened is that today it's the last day of the month, and I still haven't read my book club pick, and I feel really guilty about it, and I almost don't want to like my book club know, because I'm like, I feel really bad, but I'm kind of slumping again, because with Pretty Guilty Woman I read like the first half in basically one go, and that went pretty well, and then I took a break, and now I just can't seem to really get back into it, and then I'm thinking, do I just put it to the side and finish it another time? But like, I know myself, if I do that, I'm probably not really going to pick it back up again. And I was really enjoying the first half, but I'm now kind of just like, where is it going? Because it kind of felt like it was marketed as a thriller, but we obviously found out that it isn't really. Because I thought they were really going to try to find out who killed this man, but it's more about their problems in their own life. But it kind of feels like everyone's problems are the same. It's all just about their kids, or like their lack thereof. Things like that just don't really interest me. But I do want to know why they killed this man and who killed this man, so I'll see. But maybe because I'm really in the mood to read today. Yesterday I just woke up kind of annoyed, and I wasn't really in the mood to read. I'm really curious to see what I'm going to pick up. I think I'll try again Pretty Guilty Woman, since I only have 170 pages left, and it would be really nice to get one more book in this month, because I've also stopped putting my DNF books as read, just because I noticed that it just doesn't feel as rewarding. I want to see where that one's going, but we'll see. Yes, I could start my book club pick, but I'm like, that's a book I have quite high expectations for, and I'm really excited for, and I don't want to read that then when I'm not in the mood, and then that kind of like lower my rating or ruin my rating, or like ruin the book for me. A few people of the book club obviously already have read it, and it's a bit like mixed reviews. I'm pretty sure like some of them like DNF'd it. I'm pretty sure 2 people DNF'd it, but hey, it's fine. I just really don't want to fall back into a slump again, and I'm kind of annoyed that I'm here for over a week and I've only finished 2 books. Like, come on, we both know I could have done better about that. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see. Not my best moment, but we'll figure it out. I just wanted to film again, because I felt like if I didn't film, I was never going to pick up the camera again, and this video was all of a sudden going to be over. So I'll see you guys later. Hello. I have to get ready for dinner, so I thought I'd update you while I do that because my boyfriend's at the gym. I ended up finishing Pretty Guilty Woman today. It was a disappointment. So I read about the, well, I would say, how much? The last 150-ish pages. And no, it wasn't for me at all. It ended up taking the turn I thought it would. Like, it was definitely a lot more a kind of women's contemporary fiction than a thriller. So the first day I basically read, I really enjoyed the writing style. I thought it was easy to read, and I got through the book very quickly. Like, all of a sudden I was nearing the 50% mark, and I was like, okay. But for some reason after that, it just was the complete opposite. I struggled so much to stay focused. That just it just didn't work. And then today, because I obviously read a bigger bit in one go, I just noticed really what was bothering me. So the chapters are divided into POVs, and sometimes at the end of a chapter or at the start of the chapter there was a detective interview kind of relating to that character, right? Those got really repetitive really fast. It would be, oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything, I'm just gonna say something random like, oh, did you see the wine bottle that night? Well, that's a lie. And basically, because all these women had these same stories, they were all like, no. And then there were obviously inconsistencies. So then the detective started to point that out. But then it got super repetitive, because then every time there was one of those detective bits, it was like, well, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. But it's basically just what they said to in the other characters' interviews already. I feel like as an author, you would kind of assume that the reader eventually, after maybe 2 times, gets the gist that that's kind of what everyone has been interviewed about. No, it was for almost every single character, and it got so boring. There was something else that really bothered me. It would be an end of a chapter, and then they would try to build suspense and be like, and then someone screamed. And then you're like, okay, then the next chapter, somebody else's POV kind of goes back in time a little bit. Okay, fine. And then they do it again. What did we need to do that 3 times for? It would be like that with so many other twists, and where you're just kind of waiting for it. That just started to really piss me off, because you can create suspense, but that was just it felt cheap in a way. At the start, when I started reading this book, I had this idea of what was gonna happen. I feel like I know where this is going, but that would be too easy. It did go that way. And then I'm just a chicken could have come up with a storyline. In every perspective, there was something going on with either their relationship or with kids or the lack thereof. I thought at some point there was going to be some thrilling aspect to it. So I was like, ooh, this person is lying, or this happened, or that's happened. No. And then kind of the ending was just it's okay. You'll find your path. And you'll figure it out. The last chapter was kind of the epilogue. It was one of those epilogues where it's kind of well, what do you think is the truth? Bae, you wrote the book. I was here for an ending, not for a, what? Then, then I would have fucking written a book myself if I wanted to figure out the ending. I was gonna read, but then I had to get ready instead because I thought I had more time. But I'm definitely gonna start One Perfect Couple now, because of course my camera had to go ahead and die. Yeah, so I'm obviously going to be starting One Perfect Couple. Tomorrow, I don't know how much I'll read. We're going on this little boat trip, and it is we have to be there at 9:30, something like that. It's majority of the day, and then we said we might go to the cinema. There's an open air cinema here, but we're going to see how tired we are. But I really want to start it. I've been wanting to start it since the beginning of June. It's now the 1st of July. But yeah, that's kind of what I have to say. I think I'll probably give Pretty Guilty Woman, 2.5. I don't know, I'll think on that one, but it's just I was just very disappointed, and because I've now read only 3 books and I only have so many days left. Today is Tuesday. We're leaving this island on Sunday, and then we're flying back home on Monday. So Sunday, Monday, I'll probably not read a lot. I mean, Monday maybe, but it's not really a holiday vlog then anymore. We're flying home at midday, so at least I'll probably read this time in the flight, because on the way here it was 3 in the morning. So no thank you. But yeah, so as I said, I finished The Villa Every Value Break and now Pretty Guilty Woman, and the last two I read basically just weren't what I wanted, and they've both disappointed me and kind of made me slump a little bit. So I'm really praying I'm getting all these titles fucking confused. One Perfect Couple is gonna be what I want it to be, because I need at least one banging holiday read that I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I have a little bit of time now. I might start it now. I probably won't, but yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow if I can, and otherwise on Thursday morning. Guys, it's our last day. We're taking the ferry to Mykonos, and then from Mykonos we're flying home tomorrow, but today we're going to be staying in Mykonos for one night. So I might still read a little bit, but I think this is the last time I'm going to be talking to the camera until I get home. I ended up finishing the One Perfect Couple in like around 3 days. Well, I read majority of it in one day, and I was going to finish it, but we just didn't have the time. I was really tired. I absolutely really enjoyed it. It was a really good time. The ending was like, it was alright. Like, I was expecting a little bit more of a shock, a little bit more of like a wow factor. It was a holiday read. It's fine. I really enjoyed reading it. It was easy to get into. It was easy to just consume. And I definitely will be picking other books by this author up. That was not correct English. I know, guys, I just woke up. Then I started, No Escape by Lucy Clark immediately after. I think I got 90 pages into that. I'm really enjoying it as well. These two best friends, and they go on this boat, and shit happens, and it's kind of like a then and now kind of timeline. I'm quite interested to see how that's gonna go. Yeah, I'm on page 90 of like 390, but I might read a little bit in the ferry today, and I do really want to read as much as I can tomorrow on the flight. Hopefully I can maybe finish it on the flight, because I would really appreciate that, because then I'm home and I can like pick up a fresh book. And then it would also be 5. Like, I'd feel a little bit better about 5 books rather than fucking 4, because how the fuck did I do that? That's like even less than I usually would. But my mom also, she only finished 1 whole book, which usually she finishes at least like 6. So it was both just kind of like a weird holiday. It was just like a weird setup, but I really enjoyed it. I'm sad to be going home, but also excited to be going home. There was a day where my dog wasn't doing too well, so I'm excited to see him and like attack him with all my love. You're going in my suitcase now. Bye.